It's your shadow on my walls again, like holy fire wrapped in velvet rain. Every photograph still breathes your name, a silent witness to our sweetest pain. The wine has turned to ashes on my lips. Your ghost still dances from my fingertips. I close my eyes, the room begins to spin. You're every war I'll never hope to win. If loving you was my beautiful crime, I'd wear these chains until the end of time. You're the crimson underneath my skin, the sweetest wound I've ever lived within. Even heaven couldn't wash you from my soul. Your broken halo still keeps me whole. We're a love that never learned to fade, two bleeding hearts beneath the silver blade. If darkness is the price I have to pay, then let the night forever steal the day. The church bells cry where promises once burned. Every prayer became a page unturned. Your perfume lingers in abandoned air, like fragile angels dying everywhere. The moon still wears the color of goodbye, while lonely ravens carve across the sky. I speak your name where no one else can hear, a whispered hymn that disappears in tears. No saint could save this fever in my veins. Some hearts are born to bloom inside the pain. You're the crimson underneath my skin, the sweetest wound I've ever lived within. Every scar becomes another kiss in this cathedral built from emptiness. We're a flame that winter couldn't tame, forever burning without someone to blame. If forever ends before it's through, I'll spend eternity still loving you. Don't rescue me. Let every memory become the storm. Let every heartbeat echo through the dark, because the only place I've ever truly lived was inside your goodbye.
Even silence sings your name.
final breath still belongs to you. When the last star falls into the sea, when time forgets what love was meant, when time forgets what love was meant to be, I'll wait beyond the ending of the night, holding one forgotten candlelight. You were never just my yesterday. You became my forever in the dark. Love never died, it simply learned how to hide inside my heart.
The candles drown beneath the pouring rain, like saints surrendering to love and pain. Your crimson lipstick stains my lonely glass, a fragile memory that never passed. The silence wears your perfume every night, a ghost in velvet dancing out of sight. The mirror keeps reflecting what we've lost, two reckless hearts that never feared the cost. Every goodbye became another scar, every scar became another star, still shining inside the dark. You left your heartbeat sleeping in my chest, a beautiful curse that never learned to rest. Every kiss was written with a blade, a masterpiece that darkness softly made. I'll drown beneath your midnight colored eyes, where angels fall and every promise dies. If love must bleed to prove that it was true, then let my soul keep dying next to you. The old guitar still cries your favorite tune beneath a broken silver winter moon. Its wooden heart remembers every chord, like whispered prayers no heaven could afford. The fireplace burns colder than before, since you became the shadow at my door. Each empty room still whispers through the air, as if your heart beats hiding everywhere. I chased forever through a storm of fire, only to find you were the flame and I the wire. You painted poison every time. For every wound still tastes a little like wine. You're the thunder sleeping in my veins, the sweetest echo wrapped inside my pain. Even death could never steal away the love that chose to beautifully decay. My name, leave my coat beside your window, leave my guitar beside the fire. And when the autumn wind begins to sing, tell the silence I never stopped coming home. Can never bury loving you. When roses bloom inside forgotten graves, when oceans learn the language of the waves, I'll still be waiting where the night begins. With every scar still calling your name. Love isn't gone, it simply hides inside the smoke of all we couldn't save. The rain still knows the sound of your footsteps, soft as a prayer beneath forgotten skies. Your empty chair still waits beside the window, like hope refusing one last sweet goodbye. Dust gathers slowly on our favorite records, yet every melody remembers your name. Time built 1,000 miles between our shadows, but every heartbeat still burns just the same. Some flames don't fade, they learn to glow beneath the ashes. You were the midnight stitched into my dawn, the last illusion after faith was gone. Every breath I steal still carries your perfume, like dying roses learning how to bloom. Love carved a cathedral deep inside my soul, where shattered stained glass windows made me whole. If every prayer must disappear unheard. I love you louder than a single word. The old oak floor still echoes with your laughter, a ghostly rhythm hidden in the grain. The walls remember every silent promise, now wrapped forever in October rain. My weathered hands still reach into the darkness, searching for fingers that have slipped away. Even the moon grows pale from all its watching, witnessing hearts that never learn to stay. I buried reason inside your kiss. Now every silence feels like bliss. You were the wildfire sleeping under snow, the only place my restless soul could go. Every scar became another sacred line, etched forever in this heart of mine. The heavens closed their gates without a sound, yet I found paradise where you were found. Though every ending wears the face of night, you remain my everlasting slow bends filled with sorrow, warm acoustic layers, deep orchestral cellos, massive cinematic drums rising beneath the final refrain. If someday another man should learn your smile, tell him there was once a soul who loved you without asking to be loved back. And if the stars should ever speak my name, don't answer, just smile, because I'll already know you heard them too. You are the echo hidden in the silence, the calm that somehow lives inside the violence. Every tear became a diamond in the rain, beautiful because it carried pain. When every season writes its final page, when silver hair surrenders into age, I'll still be standing where your shadow starts, inside the cathedral of broken stars. No grave can bury what the night remembers. No distance can silence a heart that's still.
your name.
Your silhouette still lingers in the hallway, like candle smoke that never leaves the air. The autumn wind still calls me by your first name, as if your soul is waiting somewhere there. I wear the coat you placed around my shoulders. Its fading warmth refuses to grow old. Some nights are stitched together with your absence. Some hearts are simply born to break the cold. I never feared the coming storm. I fear the day you stopped calling me home. You're my black velvet halo in the rain, the sweetest blessing wrapped inside my pain. Every heartbeat writes your name, feeding an everlasting dark desire. Our love was never painted white or gold. It breathed through winter nights so fierce and cold. If heaven locks its gates against our flame, I'll build forever out of your name. The old piano sighs beneath my fingers. Each broken chord becomes another prayer. The stars look down like forgotten witnesses, watching two souls disappear somewhere. Your letter sleeps beneath my leather jacket. Its fragile ink has learned the taste of time. Every sentence bleeds into tomorrow, a silent confession without a crime. The moon keeps asking who I still wait for. I answer, only the wind knows. You're the last cathedral standing strong inside a world that says our love was wrong. Every kiss became a crimson memory, flowing like an endless symphony. No rose survives forever in full bloom, yet yours still grows inside this lonely room. If darkness is the only sky above, I'll gladly lose myself inside your love.
too old to play your favorite melody. Lay my guitar beside the roses and let the silence finish the song. Because love doesn't disappear, it simply changes. It's fires, you're the fire sleeping under frozen seas. The whispered answer carried by the breeze. Every lifetime couldn't love enough. Even forever wouldn't be too much. When every clock forgets the hands of time, when mountains crumble into dust and rime, one truth will echo where the heavens part. You were the only home my wandering heart has ever known. The night grows older, the stars grow dim, but somewhere beyond the silence, our love still sings. The city sleeps beneath a veil of thunder, while neon halos drown in crimson rain. I walk the streets we promised to remember, still wearing every whisper of your name. The leather of my old coat holds your fragrance, like faded smoke that never leaves the night. Some memories don't ask to be forgiven, they bloom like roses where there should be light. Every heartbeat still knocks upon your door, though no one lives there anymore. There is no heaven left for us to burn, only silent stars that never return. You kiss the darkness into all my veins. Now every sunrise only brings the rain. If love's a cathedral carved from shattered stone, then let me kneel where I still stand alone. I'd trade forever for one final spark, to lose myself inside your dark. The record spins our last unfinished slow dance. Its fragile crackle sounds like distant prayers. Your laughter lingers underneath the silence, floating softly through abandoned air. The mirror never tells me I grew older,
a face engraved by countless sleepless winters, still searching where forgotten lovers go. The moon keeps writing letters on the sea. Every wave returns without you. You are the wildfire hidden under snow, the only place my restless soul could go. Your touch became the language of my scars, a constellation made of broken stars. I never begged the angels for release, because your absence stole my little peace. If loving you condemns my heart to fall, then let the darkness take it all. If my voice becomes nothing but dust inside the wind, promise me you won't erase the songs we never finished, because somewhere beyond these empty skies, every note still waits for your reply. When every candle surrenders to the dawn, when every reason to believe is gone, your shadow will remain beneath my skin, the sweetest place I've ever lived within. No priest, no king, no passing years above could steal the echo of our reckless love. Until the oceans drink the final spark, you'll always be the flame inside my dark. Oh, no grave could hold what never died. Some loves don't end, they become the night.
Winter poured its silver through the pines, like forgotten letters from another life. I found your ring beneath the frozen leaves, still shining where I forever learned to bleed. The wolves still call across the empty hills, their lonely chorus climbs the midnight wind. They sound like every promise once made, still hunting for a place we've never been. I buried hope, but hope grew roots. Now every night it blooms inside your ghost. Your love was never gentle, it was gravity, pulling every broken piece of me beneath the sea. I'd drown 1,000 lifetimes just to hear your breathing close, to kiss the lips that winter stole before the final rose. The stars can fall like shattered glass across a faithless sky. The world can lose its light before my heart forgets your eyes. If darkness is the only kingdom left for souls like ours, then crown me with your silence and a throne of dying stars. The old motel beside the state line sleeps. Its faded sign still flickers in the rain. We carved our initials into room 13. Now only dust remembers why they came. My father's watch stopped beating years ago, the night you disappeared without a sound. Since then I've measured time by missing you, not by the hand still turning round and round. No choir sang, no angels came, only the wind still speaking your name. You were the fire beneath December skin, the sweetest war I never meant to win. Every heartbeat carved another scar in stone, teaching lonely hearts how to survive alone. Even the river couldn't wash away the midnight vows we whispered yesterday. I'd lose my soul before I'd set you free, because your darkness became my destiny. If another sunrise finds my chair empty, don't call it loneliness, call it devotion. That's simply outlived time. And if your children ever ask who loved you most, tell them there was once an old man who carried your heartbeat long after it stopped beating beside his own. When every church has lost its final bell, when every story has forgotten how to tell, I'll still be waiting where the rivers meet the night, holding one last ember burning bright. Your
like second skin, the place where every ending would begin. If heaven closes every golden door, I'll find you where the ravens learn to soar. The mountains will forget, the rivers will run dry, the moon will lose its silver light. But somewhere beyond the silence, a weathered heart will always love you.
The skyline wept in shades of broken amber as twilight wrapped its fingers around the sea. You stood like smoke inside an empty station. The last train carried everything but me. Your scarf still hangs upon the crooked mirror. Its faded thread remembers how you smiled. The years of age, the whiskey and the silence, but not the ache that keeps my heart alive. Every road returns to where you vanished. Every dream still wears your eyes. We built a kingdom underneath the glass, where broken souls believe that love could last. Every heartbeat echoed like cathedral bells, calling our names through forgotten spells. You were the thunder sleeping in my blood, the calm that rose before the endless flood. If all that's left is ash beneath the flame, I'll still whisper your beautiful name. The vinyl spins our unfinished confession. Its fragile static sounds like distant snow. The old cafe has painted over memories, but every chair still knows you used to glow. A raven lands beside the iron bridge, watching rivers swallow evening light. I swear it carried one forgotten promise you left behind the last October night. The wind remembers what the world forgot. Some hearts never stop waiting. You poured eternity into one
the shape inside my soul, the only wound that ever made me whole. If forever ends before the dawn is born, I'll wear your memory like a crown of thorns. Slow, crying, electric guitars. The slow, crying electric guitars. A slow, crying electric guitars. One day my hands will grow too weak to play the song you loved, but every string will keep vibrating long after I've become only another name carved into the rain. When every lighthouse loses all its fire, when every choir forgets its last desire, your voice will still awaken sleeping skies, like dawn reflected in forgotten eyes. No angel ever held me like you did. No heaven ever knew the life we lived. If death should ask what made this old heart strong, I'll answer you without another song. Some love stories are never buried. They become the echo inside every storm.
The tide erased the footprints from the shoreline, but not the vows we carved into the stone. The waves have learned to whisper like your heartbeat, a language only lonely men have known. Your favorite coat still hangs beside the doorway. It catches every breeze that passes through. Sometimes it sways as if you're coming home again, and leaves the silence standing in your shoes. The sea keeps every secret except your name. It sends it back with every wave. We burn like constellations in a hurricane, lighting up the darkness just to disappear in flame. You became the fever living underneath my deepest night into a place I wanted to stay. The lighthouse hasn't turned its face for years now. Its lonely beam no longer finds the shore. Like me, it keeps searching through endless darkness for someone who won't walk through that door. An old cafe still plays forgotten records. Our table waits beneath the window pane. The waitress smiles but never asks a question. She knows some men are married to the rain. Your absence has a heartbeat, and mine still follows its rhythm. Your eyes were storms wrapped in September sunlight, beautiful enough to make surrender feel like flight. Every kiss became another chapter never closed, another crimson flower. Only midnight grows. I never asked tomorrow for forgiveness, because yesterday was everything I owned. Even now this weathered soul keeps reaching for the only hand that ever felt like home. Another life, don't make us perfect. Leave us stubborn, leave us reckless, leave us human. Because flawless hearts never discover the beauty of surviving each other's storms. When the oceans drink the final moonlight, when the mountains bow before the endless night, I'll still be walking where your shadow used to fall. Still believing love outlives the fall. No crown of gold, no kingdom made of stone, could ever match the life we'd known. And if eternity remembers only one embrace, let it remember yours. 'Cause losing you was never the end of love. It was the beginning of every song I would ever sing. Oh, I would ever sing.
like fading daylight hiding from the moon. You smiled as if forever had no ending, while destiny was leaving far too soon. The coffee cooled between our trembling fingers. Neither heart could find the words to break. Some endings never happen with a thunder. They disappear like dawn upon a lake. You never slammed the door, you simply stopped looking back.
You left me with the color of your goodbye, a shade no sunrise ever learned to find. It lives between the silence and the breathing, somewhere beneath this weathered heart of mine. I still hear your laughter in deserted train stations, still chase your shadow through forgotten constellations. If loving you became my longest road to roam, then every lonely mile still leads me home.
The radio still plays our old November. Its fragile melody survives the years. The singer sounds a little older now, like every note has aged beside my tears.
The leather seats inside my rusted pickup still hold the warmth your winter hands once gave. I've driven through 1,000 different cities, yet every road keeps circling your name. The stars grow older, just like me, but somehow they still remember you. You were the fire beneath an endless snowfall, the quiet answer every storm would call. Your heartbeat built a harbor in my soul, a place no passing season ever stole. The world kept turning without asking why, while I kept learning how good men still cry. Every scar became another open door, leading me back to what we were. all that's left. Don't let it fade
into something beautiful. Leave the cracks, leave the smoke, leave every imperfect moment, because that's where love learned to breathe. One day the sky will lose its evening colors. The oceans may forget the pull of tides. The mountains may surrender to the silence, but not this faithful lake I keep inside. No final chapter ever closed our story. It simply left the last page blank for me. So I'll keep writing with this old guitar until the echoes reach wherever you are. If love had one final color, it wouldn't be red or gold. It would be the quiet blue you left behind. You left behind.
Your perfume lingers on forgotten paper, pressed like a flower inside a weathered book. I read the silence written in your absence. In every page I never had the strength to close. The skyline wears a coat of fading embers. Streetlights kneel beneath the pouring rain. The city never learned to say your name aloud, so I became the echo of your pain. The world moved on, but this old heart still waits at the last goodbye. You were the flame behind the frozen glass, the only dream too beautiful to last. Every heartbeat carved your silhouette in stone. Now every crowded room still feels alone. If sorrow is the price of loving true, then let the night keep leading me to you. I trade 1,000 peaceful lives above for one more storm inside your love. An empty theater guards our favorite balcony. Its velvet curtains breathe with every breeze. The stage remembers all our quiet promises, though every actor speaks to empty seats. A silver lighter sleeps inside my pocket, the one you stole and laughed before you ran. Its tiny
spark still burns against the darkness, like stubborn hope inside a tired man. Some ghosts don't haunt houses, they haunt the places where love once smiled. You were the shadow dancing with the dawn, the sweetest melody after the music's gone. Every tear became another silent sea, where your reflection kept on rescuing me. The heavens never answered what I prayed, yet every prayer still carries your embrace. If every ending hides another start, then keep your home inside my heart. Long enough to become part of the silence you left behind. When the rivers forget the shape of the mountains, when the moon no longer kisses restless tides, I'll still be standing where your memory blooms, like winter roses learning how to rise. No crown, no throne, no paradise above could ever equal one unfinished love. And if eternity should ask my name, tell it I was the man who never stopped calling yours. The stars will fade, the oceans will sleep, the world will forget, but somewhere beyond the silence, a weathered voice will still sing for you.